I just realized that the deadline of a sort of art contest at a Spanish jewelry brand is tonight. At first I thought I wouldn't participate because I only heard about this at a very short notice and I didn't know if I could make something that would fit the subject of their contest, which is the world seen through the eyes of women. But I suddenly realized that I've made something a few years ago that truly fits this. So I'm back at my neighbor's, where all my stuff is stored for now. And now I need to find it because, of course, I don't know where it is. So I know it's a large, big, white, on paper, of course. So you see I have linens as well, but I've hardly used them. Papers. Nope, 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 nope. This is a very old work of mine. Not here. Okay, let's dive into this. Can you believe it? So many stuff, but I think that I found it. It's over there. Okay, now let's see how I get there. Yes, this is it. These are actually drawings that I made as an idea for an art statue. But in the end, I found that the overview of all the drawings is a work in itself. Actually brings back a lot of memories. I made those quite shortly after I had my first baby. So yeah, it was a very painful, confronting, vulnerable state of mind. Let's put it on the wall. So yesterday I worked until quite late for this open call for the Spanish jewellery brand. So the downside is then that the day after my energy is a bit, I have to get into the groove. But I went to the gym this morning and I've already walked the dog. We don't have a dog, but we have one that stays with us whilst our friends are on holidays. And actually I wanted to talk about this Concurso Creativo Internacional because I see that their communication is like really kind. So you had to send in an artwork about a view on life from a women's perspective. And I built a story around that. I sent in images. I sent in details of me as an artist. But also the other thing you had to do was post something on Instagram, which I did. And they responded to that on Instagram. And also they've just sent me an email that they have received my application, so to say. And it doesn't feel like standardized emails. Probably they are, but it feels like there's been put some love and kindness and attention into it. So that's really nice for a change, because sometimes you respond to an open call and you either hear nothing or it's just like a system that sends you one sentence or something. So I'm really happy. And now fingers crossed, because they have some nice prizes and it would also be good for the visibility of my art. So let's see. I had laundry day, or actually I had laundry weekend this weekend. So also that is artist life. Apart from that, not only Paris is not in the cards at this moment. Also, I heard that my visit in Germany, where I've also been in November, We were supposed to return in March, and I was really looking forward to that, but I just heard that that is not gonna happen. As a group, we can't go because the space is offered to somebody else. I was really looking forward to that. Also because it's just such a relaxing place and it's nice to be in this artsy vibe with the group. But now one of our group members has booked a big space in her. She lives in a big building, there's a big space there. So let's see how that will go. But for now, it's a bit of disappointment, to say the least. Ugh. Yeah. I received word that I've not been shortlisted for the jewellery brand. I have to laugh because I can somehow not pronounce the word jewellery. The jewellery brand from Spain. Which is a pity because I really like them. I like what they make, and I think there is a overlap in values and what we stand for, but it is what it is. I'm on my way to a residency, but it's always a hassle to bring all your stuff there, so I decided to bring only one bag this time. Yeah, and of course I sleep at home, so if I want to take more stuff tomorrow, I can do so. But first I had to stop at a second-hand shop because this Saturday I have an opening of the curator of my exposition from 1.5 years ago. She's a photographer herself, and she has developed a new project with another lady around the beauty of being old instead of always wanting to be and stay young. So I'm gonna go there with a dear friend and colleague, and we decided that it would be nice to give old gifts that are beautiful. So I went to the second-hand shop and found vases for flowers, and we're gonna put dried flowers in there. So it fits the theme of their project. I'm in a shared car and I'm gonna drive now to the location of the residency for the coming days. It is March and we have snow and it's really cold. But apparently this is the last weekend of coldness, and then we will finally go into spring. Let's hope so. Again, footage from the car. Very interesting background. But we are working in one space and I don't want to interrupt my fellow former classmates with my vlogs. And also, I can't seem to get into the groove. It's easier to get into the focus when you're abroad, for like I did last November when we were in Germany. And now there's like, of course, this is my own mindset. This is also an interesting process, but there is sufficient other things happening that also require attention. So for instance, all my men are ill, including my husband. The little one seems to be better now, but that makes me feel like I want to go home a little bit early to help a hand. The weather is really bad, so I want to drive home before traffic. And it's different when you're in one place for a few days in a row and you just work, you eat, and you might get back to work. And now it's just like little pieces, and I feel like I don't get into a process or anything. So I knew it already, but it's a reconfirmation that I need focus time and no distractions in order to really get into the creative process. But it's nice to have like this quiet place to just, you know, look for inspiration, see what my former classmates are making. That's always inspirational as well. And just catch up with each other. Now it's time to go home.